Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about 10 mistakes that I've made buying gold and silver. Now before you guys go in the comments like, oh man, you make so much mistakes, I should unsubscribe because I shouldn't listen to you. Well, believe it or not, since the last time I made a mistake video, a lot of new people came to the channel. And most likely they didn't have the privilege of seeing some of the mistakes I've made, and most likely again, they're probably making some of the same mistakes right now. So in today's video, I want to go over some of my mistakes that I've made over my time of buying gold and silver. And we're starting now. Guys, thank you so much for watching another video from Urban Lifestyle. My name is Eli, and this is your first time on this channel, and you guys like to talk about precious metals, finances, and mindset. Make sure you guys start now by hitting the subscribe button, leaving a thumbs up, and also sharing this content if you see fit. If you guys want to check out some silver accessories, some books I definitely think you guys should read, and also a free stock on Robinhood, make sure you guys check out the description below, alright? But let's get started. The very first mistake that I made, well, it's not the very first mistake. One of the mistakes I made buying gold and silver is buying fractional. Fractional, yes. In a nutshell, fractional is any silver or gold that you may buy that's under an ounce, like a gram or 1.5 ounce or 1/10 ounce. The lower you go in fractional, the higher the premium will be. Now, of course, you're not going to be paying the same amount that it will cost you to buy the ounce, but if you times the amount that it actually costs you to buy the fractional to the full ounce, you'll see that you're paying way more than you would have just if you just bought the ounce, all right? Now, the second mistake that I made buying gold and silver is not caring about the premiums. Of course, not caring about the premiums. I was like, oh man, listen, I just want to get this. I just want to have this. Who cares about the premium? Who cares about the premium? But at the same time, when you look when you look back at it, there's so much more gold and silver that I probably could have bought if I just cared about the premium. Like, hey, you know what? That's a little too high. Hey, I can go over here and get that same item for like maybe $5 less. Or hey, I can get it for $1 less. And over time, if I were to use this brand versus this brand, I would have much more money saved up where I can actually afford more silver and gold over time, all right? So you got to definitely make sure the premium does matter. The premium does matter in some cases, all right? And number 3, not being patient. And of course, I know I'm not the only one that succumbs to this. A lot of people are not patient, and I'm one of them, all right? So I can be like, oh man, you know what? I just want to buy. But sometimes being patient. Like, hey, let's say silver right now is at $19, which is not, but let's just say it's at $19, and I'm like, oh man, you know what? I want to get this, but I've been seeing the patterns. It goes to 19 and goes down to 18, goes up to 19, goes down to 17, goes up to 19 and goes down to 16. But if I'm patient, I may be able to catch it on the downfall, all right? Maybe catch it on the downfall, or maybe being patient meaning, hey, you know what? I have $100 or I have $1,000. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy $200 worth of gold and silver, and I'm gonna buy it, and I'm not gonna spend the whole $1,000, but I'm gonna be patient. Oh, it went down. Let me take some more and put it in. So not being patient was one of my mistakes, all right? Number 4, one of my biggest mistakes was actually buying from a pawn shop. Now, before you guys crucify me, a lot of you is gonna be like, yeah, but Eli, if you know what you're doing, you can actually get some great deals at pawn shops. Yes, but my case was I did not, because I paid double. I paid double for the coin. I actually went to the pawn shop, and all the pawn shop, all of them that I went to, charged me at least close to double whatever spot is. All right, now that's a high premium, and I actually purchased one coin, and this was like in my early stages. And as a matter of fact, I even have the video on this channel when I did it, and I was like, hey, what you guys think about it, blah blah blah, and you guys tore me up in the comments, and this was like maybe 2-3 years ago. So yes, avoid pawn shops. I don't see from the pawn shops I went to. You guys may have different experiences, but from the pawn shops I went to, I'll say stay away from them, all right? At number 5, mistake number 5, destroying the assays. Destroying the assays. You guys may be like, destroying the ass? What? No, destroying the assay. What is that? Is this picture right here. Any gold or silver that you guys have in those cards right there is more valuable. If you cut them off, then you lose some value from the actual purchase. All right, you're actually destroying the actual cost of the silver itself. Now, once it's an assay and you don't take it out, it keeps it more valuable for anybody who may be thinking about reselling it, all right? So keeping it an assay, I'll definitely say keep it in there, all right? Now, number 6, buying fake silver. Oh my gosh, this happened to me, and I was mad. I was like real upset, all right? Buying fake silver. Now, there's some tools down in the description below if you guys check it out. There's some tools to make sure you guys check it. And what I normally do is I go to the coin shop and I'm like, if I'm buying from a coin shop, I'm like, hey, you know what? Before I get your machine out, I want to test each and every piece that I got from you guys today. All right. Now, of course, you can get it from online bullion dealers, but you have more you have more of a chance not to, especially if you're buying it from a reputable dealer. All right. So try to avoid buying fake silver at all costs. All right. Now, number 7. Not using my resources. Mistake number 7, not using my resources. There's so much free resources. Like last week, I showed you guys a video how to get silver at spot. All right, that I gave you guys some awesome resources. But the fact is, a lot of people don't know about the resources. If you don't know, you don't know. All right, you don't know what you don't know. So now that you know, make sure you guys use all your resources. There's so much resources online. If you guys have questions, Google it and you'll see, hey, how do I get silver at spot? That's how I did it to find bullion dealer. You actually go on there and you just look at your resources, see what you have at your disposal. And that doesn't mean online as well. That doesn't mean online. Like you see me using my resources when I go to the local coin shop and tell them, hey, before I buy the silver, put it all in the tester so I can make sure I get my real silver. That's a good way. I'm using all the resources at my disposal. All right? And this is a mistake that I realized late in the game. All right. Number 8. Impulse buying. Oh my gosh. You ever have that urge and you just like, yeah, you know what? I got $10,000 and I just want to buy silver with it. And I'm just going to go all in with it. And you're just buying on impulse, all right? And not just buying on impulse, you're buying because you're probably fearing of missing out. And when silver went to $18, now $19 last year, a lot of people was like buying on impulse. Oh man, I got to buy everything up. Reason being is because they believe that it's going to go to 2025 and they don't want to miss out. The fear of missing out. And to be honest with you, impulse buying caused a lot of people to lose a lot of money when it comes to gold and silver. Back in 2011, when silver was at $40 an ounce and gold was at almost $2,000 an ounce, a lot of people bought on impulse like, oh man, I gotta buy, oh man, let's just buy it before, because it's gonna shoot to the moon. Same thing with Bitcoin, same thing with stock, it's everywhere, all right? Don't impulse buy, all right? Don't have the fear of missing out. Just keep doing what you're doing. These prices, I believe, are good prices right now. So just buy as much as you can. Just don't buy on impulse. Don't be like, hey, you know what? Oh man, I got $50,000. Let me just take all this because I don't want to miss out. Let me just dump it all on there. I don't think that's a good idea, all right? Now, mistake number 9. Avoiding fees. You guys want to make sure you avoid the fees, and not just the premiums. That's one of the good fees that you guys should try to avoid at all costs. But at the same time, there's these little fees like the processing fees that these companies have, like the shipping fee. There's ways you guys can avoid that. I'll definitely say make sure you take advantage of that. There's a lot of people, and to be honest with you, I gotta be grateful because I don't have sales tax down here in Florida. There's a lot of places talking about, oh, what, they gotta pay their sales tax, so that's a fee that they can't avoid. But if you can avoid it. And I'm not telling you guys to move all the way down here to Florida so you guys can avoid taxes. But I'm just saying, like the shipping costs. If you take the time, instead of buying something for $50, if you go to a company that offers free shipping over orders that's over $100, yes, take advantage of that. All right. Avoid those 4% processing fee by actually paying cash, e-check, mail-in a check, or money order. All those, take advantage of those, all right? Avoid fees, because in the long run, like I've always said, I've always preached, in the long run, it helps you out tremendously. And number 10, last but not least, number 10. Higher premiums. Now I know what you guys may be saying, yeah, but you already talked about not caring about the premium. No. This is not about not caring about the premium. It's about higher premium stuff. You guys have to know what is it that you're trying to accomplish. If you're into numismatics, then yeah, you may have to pay a little bit higher for the premiums because that's what you're stacking for. But if you guys are stacking just to preserve your wealth, you guys are stacking for bullion, then you guys want to avoid these higher premiums. I bought a gold-plated note for like $75, and it was just what, half a gram of gold. Did it make sense? All right, there's a whole bunch of silver that I have that's like way above, like maybe even triple what spot is that I've purchased. And see, if you like something, if I'm buying it because I like it, that's okay. But if I'm just buying it, oh man, I want to stack on this, All right, I want to stack. How much that silver costs? Oh, it costs $300. All right, hey, I want to buy that. Now, next month I want to buy another one, and the next one I want to buy another one. The month after that, I want to buy another one. Now, that's where it goes. You want to try to avoid higher premium items, unless, like I said, if it's something you like. Hey, you know what? Like me, once a year I like to maybe buy 3 high premium stuff because I like it. It's not something that I'm planning to sell. It's something that I'm planning to collect myself. All right. So those are the 10 mistakes that I've made through my whole career of stacking gold and silver. And I want to know what are some of the mistakes that you guys made, or if you guys made a mistake that's on here, make sure you guys comment it down below. But let's just recap. First one is buying fractional gold and silver, not caring about the premiums, not being patient enough, buying from a pawn shop, destroying the assay cards, buying fake silver, not using all the resources at my disposal, 8, impulse buying, number 9, avoiding fees, and number 10, higher premium, buying higher premiums. All right, and for number 9, it was not avoiding fees. All right, not avoiding fees. All right, but that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Yet again, my name has been Eli. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and share this content if you see fit, and have a beautiful day. Oh man, that was a great video. If I was you, I'll consider subscribing and watching some of these other videos as well. And at the same time, if you guys want to see more comedic stuff, I'll also decide to actually check out the channel called The Remake, also made by me. It's nothing like these educational stuff. It's more of a comedic side of me. If you guys want to see stuff like that, you guys should definitely check that out. I guess I'm just gonna stay here and wait till you guys do all that, right?